Hello, welcome to Storytime. It's me, Josh. Today we're reading Little Miss Late by Roger Hargreaves from the Little Miss Library. Always looking forward to stories. We've got another one on the way. It's going to be great. We've read some amazing stories so far. Let's keep on going. Hope you're all really well. Hope you're having fun wherever you are. Let's find out what kind of adventures and what kind of things we can learn today from this story, hey? Alright, get comfortable, get ready, wherever you are, because we're about to delve into story time. Wow, that was loud. Here we go. Late for this, late for that. Little Miss Late was late for everything. For instance, do you know where she spent last Christmas? At home. Early Bird Cottage. But do you know when she spent Christmas? January 25th, 1 month late. Uh-oh. It's funny, she lives in Early Bird Cottage, but always late. For example, do you know when she did her spring cleaning at Early Bird Cottage? In the summer, 3 months late. Sleeping away. Spring clean in the summer. For instance, do you know when she went on her summer holiday last year? In December, 6 months late. Got those summer swimming goggles on. Making a little snow cone, it seems. Early Bird Cottage was just along the road from where a friend of hers lived, Little Miss Neat. Little Miss Neat was out for an evening stroll last October when she looked over the bridge of Early Bird Cottage. Miss Late was in the garden. "Hello," called out Little Miss Neat. "What are you doing?" "I thought I'd cut the grass," replied Miss Late. "I think," remarked Little Miss Late, looking at the grass, "you should have thought about that last April." So she's let that grass get a little bit too long, left it too late, so to speak. "Tell you what," suggested Miss Neat, "let's go shopping together tomorrow." "Good idea." Sorry, I've got an itchy back. "Good idea," agreed Miss Late. "I'll meet you in town on the corner of Main Street tomorrow afternoon," said Miss Neat. 2 o'clock. "I'll be there," replied Miss Late. I don't think she's going to be there at 2 o'clock tomorrow, is she? No. The following afternoon, Little Miss Neat stood on the corner of Main Street at 2 o'clock, waiting for Miss Late. She waited and waited and waited some more. Miss Late arrived. "Sorry I'm a bit late," she apologized. "Sorry?" cried Miss Neat. "A bit late? It's 5 o'clock and all the shops are shut." "Sorry," said Miss Late. And that's what happened all the time. I'm reading this thing and I'm projecting. I think I just gave some of the weather, not the news. Come on, say it. Don't spray it, Josh. If anyone saw that, anyone looking close, see a little bit of weather, not news. I'm just joking. All right, it happened when Miss Late decided to take a job. Her first job was in a bank. But the trouble was, by the time she arrived for work, the bank had closed for the day. Every day. "Sorry," she said. They asked her to leave. It happened in her second job as a waitress in a restaurant. Mr. Greedy came in for lunch. He glanced at the menu. "I'll have everything," he grinned. Twice! He was still waiting to be served at 7 o'clock, so he went home. "Sorry," said Little Miss Late. They asked her to leave. Poor Little Miss Late, I wonder where she can work. It happened on her third job, working as a secretary for Mr. Uppity. "I'd like these letters typed before I go home," Mr. Uppity said to her. He went home at 4 o'clock in the morning. "Sorry," said Little Miss Late. He asked her to leave. Is Mr. Uppity there? Leaving at 4 in the morning. However, as it happened, which is often the way of things, Little Miss Late managed to find herself the perfect job. She now works for Mr. Lazy. She cooks and cleans for him, cleaning his house every morning, cooking his lunch every lunchtime. Making some food there. Now, Mr. Lazy being Mr. Lazy doesn't get up in the morning like you and I do. he gets up in the afternoon. And little Miss Late, being little Miss Late, is always late for work. So she doesn't arrive for work in the morning. She arrives in the afternoon. Is Mr. Lazy there? So it works out a treat. And Mr. Lazy, being Mr. Lazy, doesn't have lunch at lunchtime like you and I do. He has lunch at supper time. And so you see, it works very well. Very well indeed. Last Friday evening, the telephone rang in Early Bird Cottage. Little Miss Late had just arrived home from work. It was Mr. Silly on the telephone. "I've been given some tickets for a dance tomorrow night," he said. Sam on the phone there, chatting away. "Would you like to come?" "Ooh, yes please," said Miss Late eagerly. "Right," replied Mr. Silly. "I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock. Last Saturday, Mr. Silly walked up the path to the front door of Early Bird Cottage. He knocked. "Come in," called a voice from upstairs. Mr. Silly went in. "Make yourself at home," called little Miss Late from upstairs. There's Mr. Silly. "I'll be down." Oh, I've skipped a page. Oh no. "Make yourself at home," called little Miss Late from upstairs. I'm sorry, I didn't miss a page. Because she says, "I'll be down in a minute." Uh-oh. I wonder how long Mr. Silly's going to be waiting there. They'll probably miss where they need to go, hey? Do you think little Miss Late might take a bit longer than a minute? Yeah. Well, thanks so much for reading Little Miss Late with me today. Another fun story. I'll be back again with another one really, really soon. Bye for now, but not forever. I'm Josh. This is Storytime. See ya.